India has urged the United States to release frozen funds worth $26 million belonging to two Indian diamond firms, allegedly linked to sanctioned Russian diamond major Alrosa, according to Reuters. The freezing of these funds occurred earlier this year when the U.S. imposed sanctions on Alrosa in April 2022 through the Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC. Indian government officials, who preferred to remain anonymous due to the sensitivity of the matter, have not disclosed the names of the Indian companies involved. This marks the first known instance of punitive sanctions imposed on any Indian business since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, which led to Western sanctions against Russian entities. The funds were frozen when Indian companies based in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, attempted to transfer money for the purchase of rough diamonds. Banks halted the dollar transactions, although it remains unclear whether the funds were intended for Alrosa or another entity. The Indian government sources stated that they are in dialogue with U.S. authorities over this issue, citing concerns about suspected trade links with Alrosa. The affected Indian firms maintained that the payments were either intended for non-sanctioned Russian entities or were related to orders completed before the sanctions on Alrosa took effect. The U.S. Treasury clarified that OFAC itself does not freeze or block transactions but requires U.S. persons to comply with relevant sanctions programs. Foreign banks or entities violating OFAC sanctions risk being excluded from the dollar-based financial system. State-controlled Alrosa, the world's largest producer of rough diamonds, did not respond to requests for comment. India possesses the world's largest diamond processing capacity and exported polished diamonds worth over $22 billion in the previous fiscal year. The diamond industry is concentrated in Gujarat, India, and acquires rough diamonds from suppliers in countries such as the UAE, Belgium, and Russia. Notably, Alrosa has maintained stable diamond sales despite U.S. sanctions, which were not adopted by the European Union. Some G7 countries have advocated for stricter sanctions concerning Russia's diamond trade. The Indian Trade and Foreign Ministries have not provided comments on this matter. OFAC sanctions can lead to entities being cut off from the dollar-based financial system, but the U.S. Treasury allows entities to apply for licenses for specific transactions. India's request to unfreeze the $26 million in funds comes amidst escalating tensions between the United States and Russia, particularly in the aftermath of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Remember to subscribe.